Boston. Here are many facts. Babe Ruth was born on February 6, 1895 in Baltimore, Maryland. Also, Babe went to school in 1902 because his dad thought he needed a stricter environment. So he sent him off to St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys. Although a bad tragedy happened in 1910 when Babe's mom died in a car crash. These are some Yankees facts. Babe hit the first home run in his school. Then Babe won the major leagues with the New York Yankees on June 11, 1914. Then Babe got out of school in 1919 and went to live his life playing baseball. But sadly, Babe died in 1948 because of cancer.
Wilbur Wright and his brother are very special because they created the first airplane. 1867, the 16th of April, Wilbur Wright was born in Millville, Indiana. 1882, before they started making large-size airplanes, they started with paper airplanes. 1885, the brothers just started making large-size airplanes. 1901, from the time they started making large-size airplanes, they made 1,000 failed flights. 1902, they made the first flight that lasted 98 seconds. 1903, they worked for another year to make a gas-powered airplane, and they succeeded. 1912, May 30th, Wilbur died because of typhoid fever in Ohio. His brother lost interest in airplanes.
I read you the latest about Pocahontas. This is her family. She married John Ralph and then had a son named Thomas Ralph.
They lived in Virginia. Pocahontas was a very important person because she saved the life of an English colonist. She was brave because she almost died for John Smith. She went through a lot of struggles growing up, and she died very young. I really like learning about Pocahontas and her life. She was a very strong woman who helped a lot of people she didn't know.
An important person is Benjamin Franklin. Ben was born January 17, 1706, Boston, Massachusetts. He was the 15th child out of 17 and was the last son. He attended a school called Boston Latin School, but was removed at age 10 to help his father with candle making. When Ben was old enough, he moved to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In 1724, he went to London, England, but came back 2 years later. On September 1st, 1730, he established a common law marriage with Deborah Reed. 1732, he had a son, Francis, and after that, he had a daughter, Sarah. He died 1823, Paris, France.
First, Leonardo da Vinci is from Vinci, Republic of Florence, and was born on April 15, 1452. He had no children nor pets. Leonardo da Vinci made Mona Lisa, The Renaissance Man, The Last Supper, and many more paintings. Secondly, Leonardo's real name is Leonardo Ser Piero da Vinci. His father's name was Ser Piero da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was a polymath, painter, sculptor, architect, musician, mathematician, engineer, inventor, anatomist, geologist, cartographer, botanist, and writer. He was educated by Verrocchio. Leonardo da Vinci, Leonardo da Vinci, the Mona Lisa was stolen.
John Lennon was born in 1940 and died in 1980. He was married to Yoko Ono in 1969. John had two boys, William and Son. John was from Liverpool, England, and when John was 5, his parents separated. In 1945, when John was John's parents separated, he became legendary because his mom taught him to play music, and when he died, music became even more important to him. He was a musician, artist, and author, and he was educated by his mom and taught him how to play.
Peyton Manning is from New Orleans, Louisiana. He was born March March 24th, 1976, he is married to Ashley. He has 2 children named Marshall and Masley. He is legendary because he won the Super Bowl on the Denver Broncos team many times. He lived in a 5-bedroom house. As a child, his family was rich. He has a mom, a dad, and 2 brothers older than him and younger. He has won many Super Bowls. He broke the record for most touchdown passes as quarterback. He is best at playing football. He was pleased to receive the Civil Award in February 1998. He went to University of Teens for 4 years of college. It was a hard decision. To see if he stayed at college or not. I think of this person is a good football quarterback.
Following the light of the sun, we left the old world. Christopher Columbus was born on October 31st, 1451 in the city of Genoa in Italy. Columbus was attacked by French privateers and it almost costed his life in 1476. After being rejected by Genoa, Venice, and Portugal, the Spanish financed his expedition. In 1492, Columbus set sail on Santa Maria and 12 ships with 90 men. Columbus was the first one to find America. Columbus went to the Dominican Republic and the Haiti, but he wrecked his ship because of coral in the Haiti. He returned to Spain in 1493.
Princess Diana Frances was born on July 1st, 1961 in Sandringham, UK. She was the 4th of 5 children. Diana's parents divorced when she was 8 years old. She has attended many schools such as Riddlesworth Hall School and West Heath Girls' School. When Diana grew up, she had many different jobs, including a nanny, a youth dance instructor, and a hostess at parties. Prince Charles and Diana married in 1981. Charles gave Diana a ring with a blue sapphire, which was later given to Kate Middleton by their oldest son, Prince William. They ended up having 2 sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. Diana was involved with lots of charities, including AIDS and a charity that helped ban landmines. Diana loved to help other people in need. Charles and Diana divorced in 1996. Soon after that, Diana died because of a high-speed chase resulting in a car crash. Princess Diana was an amazing person and is missed by many.
My visual aid is on Queen Victoria and her life. Queen Victoria had the longest British monarch with 63 years, 7 months, and 2 days. She was born May 24th, 1819. She married her first cousin, Prince Albert, in 1840, and only 1 year later, in 1841, she had her first child, Albert Edward. Later, Albert died of typhoid fever, which now people think is Crohn's disease. After she recovered from her husband's death, she was given the title of Empress of India. In 1887 and 1897, she was awarded the Golden and Diamond Jubilee Awards. Something that I forgot to mention are that she had more than 9 children, also that she got very ill at the age of 16 and took a long time for her to heal.
George Washington was an amazing person. He lived from 1732 to 1799. He made the cabinet and a regular address. In 1775, he was commander-in-chief of the Continental Army. In 1776, he fought the British out of Boston. Later, though, he was defeated and almost captured and lost New York City. Afterwards, he crossed the Delaware in the dead center of winter. Later, he defeated the British in 2 wars. to his technique, he captured two major armies in 1777 and 1781. He was repeatedly beat by larger armies. He won in 1783, the Revolutionary War. He was voted in 1789 and made the government in 1787 and was voted in 1789. Next, he made taxes that were fair. U.S. was neutral in wars as Europe after 1793, and he avoided war at Great Britain. He retired in 1797 and returned to his home on Mount Vernon and his wife Martha. He freed his slaves at his final will and died in 1799. A speech given to one of his men was he was first to war, first to peace, and first in the heart of his countrymen.
My Mental Aid is about Amelia Earhart. She was the first person to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. She was born July 24, 1897 at Chisholm, Kansas. As a child, Amelia was into exploring. In 1931, Amelia married George P. Putnam, but she continued to fly. Amelia's plane was a Lockheed Electra. She broke the women's record of flying to 14,000 feet. Amelia broke many records. She went to school for 4 years. She went to Central High School, Hyde Park High School, and Columbus University. When Amelia got married, George and Amelia formed a partnership. George would arrange Amelia's flights. He also published books about her. Fun of It and Last Flight. Amelia died July 2nd, 1937, at the age of 39 years old. It is believed that her plane crashed in the Pacific